lights on, and it's lights out. We're going to be racing. Dennis Onju looked like he jumped the start there, didn't he? Eager to get away from that third place on the grid. It did look like Onju on the 53 bike made a clear jump start. Sasaki gets away well from the head of that second row. He's immediately ahead of Diogo Moreira up into P3, but surely Onju jumped the start.
Certainly looked it from here. Masia trying to go around the outside into the first corner. He's up on the inside now of Sasaki's teammate Colin Via. So Via was trying to help his teammate. He's been overtaken within a quarter and a half. If I was Dennis Onju, I'd be trying to serve this penalty as soon as he can. It's very, very difficult to get away here. So if he was trying to build up an early advantage, that's not really the kind of circuit where you can achieve that. So Onju, through the first of his long lap penalty loops, he feeds in just behind his teammate, who of course ran into him a week ago, Jose Antonio Rueda. Onju 17th with one long lap penalty still to serve.
Via's getting duffed up here. We just saw there through turn 6. Munoz got on the inside of the Sepang Grand Prix winner. That was the battle for 9th place. So Onju came back on circuit in 17th. He's already fired his way back through on his teammate Jose Antonio Rueda, immediately back up in a 16th place. Won't be too long before Dennis de Menis finds himself up inside the point scoring places once again.
Lovely move from Masia there at the inside of Alonso into turn 10, and as you can see, that takes him from 1 point behind Sasaki to 1 point ahead. We know Yumi Sasaki is very quick. Does that look like Munoz or Perez going wide? I think the pair of them went wide in the background.
Mulgado had to just shut off there, didn't he? And he now goes side by side with Alonso, picking up some slipstream. There is Moreira picking up some slipstream. Goes Masia. He hugs the pit wall there. And here comes Sasaki as well. The top two men in the World Championship, top two here in Doha. And here comes Sasaki from a long, long way back.
Where's Kelso
Kelso's going out wide in the car park here. But it's Sasaki versus Masia in the championship. Sasaki versus Masia now at the front of this Qatar Grand Prix.
Exactly what we want to see. Our two title rivals duking it out at the front, but warning alert, look, he's right behind them, the 44 of David Munoz, who hasn't been here before, of course. He made his debut last year after we'd come to Qatar. He's a very quick learner, is Munoz, and he's proving it once again. We're on board with Jaume Masia, but I'd be rather concerned if I was left out under on the rider immediately behind us.
7 times in 2023, Jaume Sasaki has led Moto3 Grand Prix on the last lap, and he hasn't won. He's not leading anymore. This is the exact same moment there. That Masia running in hot into turn 6 and on the outside with nowhere to go. He just picks up a Jaume Sasaki. And so in the blink of an eye, our title contenders, Sasaki goes from the lead down to 10th place. So Sasaki is starting to cut his way back through the field. He went as low as 10th after getting bumped again into turn 6, and now it's getting better because he's on the inside of Munoz. Sasaki then up into 4th. This has been a real good recovery job, this. Here is Masia then. At the moment, taking another decent stride, not a giant leap towards Moto3 glory. There'll still be plenty for him to ponder. Plenty for him to sweat and think about going into Valencia next weekend if it stays as is. Vicente Perez out wide for return 15 once again. Surely he's going to be on course for a track limits warning as Alonso. Brilliant on the inside of Masia inside that turn 16. That was beautifully done by Alonso. Here is Jake Dixon. We know that he's a big friend, close friends of Jaume Sasaki, and Sasaki peels to the outside line here. Through on the outside of Holgado he goes. Sasaki hits the front, 6 to go in Doha.
Masia could do with an ally in this group, and his most likely ally would be Fernandez.
And here comes Colin Via. This could be playing right into the hands of your current race leader Sasaki, because we know exactly what the crystal clear pre-race instructions were for the man on the 95 bike, as Holgado comes with a proper lunge on the inside of Sasaki there. Via's lost a position as well to Alonso, so not able to get himself quickly into this podium battle, but Sasaki needs a friend right now, doesn't he? And that friend could be Colin Via.
Sasaki needs a change of fortunes at turn 6. It was there last year where he had that big high side, which ultimately cost him race victory, and he's been really duffed up on a few occasions. Here comes Masia once again at the inside of Sasaki. That was the cleanest move I think we've seen between Masia and Sasaki to this point.
Yeah, no need to add to the conduct warnings there for Masia. Via, again, he's been in a proper race-long duel, hasn't he, with David Munoz as Sasaki. That's brilliant. As we start this season, I'm not sure what was going on there with Jaume Masia. Holgado Masia, Sasaki is your top three. There's Ricky Rossi looking for some individual glory here for 658 Squadra Corsa. He's not going to find a way through on Sasaki on the brakes, and now Masia back at the front. 4 to go here in Qatar.
He's on a Honda, of course, is Ricardo Rossi. I'm not saying necessarily his allegiances will lie with Masia, because he'll be out there for himself. Unfortunately for the intact squad, Colin Via is going the wrong way and is in no position at the moment to lend Sasaki any kind of assistance. Via's dropped back to 13th place.
Yeah, and here comes Sasaki. Again, he's made some beautiful overtakes in this Grand Prix.
Watch that Husqvarna eat up the Honda up ahead of him.
Yeah, Sasaki's going to steal the inside line. Nothing that Masia can do about that. This is just now a game of dare on the brakes. Masia's a little bit out of shape. He's going to run in a little bit wide. Masia, though, does cut it back to a much later apex. And now Ricky Rossi's going to think about a move on the inside of Sasaki.
Oh,
Sasaki's getting properly beaten up here. Jaume Sasaki loses 3 places in 2 corners. It could get even worse now as Adrian Fernandez trying to do a massive favour for his teammate Jaume Masia. Sasaki, oh, this could be a disastrous start to this lap 14 of 16 for the Japanese man.
Yeah, put the flag out now. Jaume Masia is Moto3 world champion. If Sasaki doesn't move up a couple of places, although there's still plenty of racing to be done in this race, he could lose the world champion. Here comes Fernandez, pushing Sasaki wide.
Oh, this is a dream scenario for Jaume Masia. He doesn't realise all the drama and chaos that's unfolding behind him for his chief championship adversary. Sasaki, full credit to him. He somehow finds a 205.501, fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far as Rossi and Alonso run wide. Sweeping through on the inside after, 2 long lap penalties. Comes Dennis Onju, who could still win this Qatar Grand Prix. Jaume Masia inching ever closer to Moto3 title glory.
Onju's come from absolutely nowhere, but Alonso wants to try and win this Grand Prix too. He's already taken 4 victories this season. They're all battling over who's going to chase Jaume Masia, but no one can lay a glove on him at the moment. And we've seen already that if you lead out of the final corner, you should lead over the line. Sasaki is in touch now as he goes through on Holgado. Sasaki into 5th place. He still needs to overtake 2 more riders to keep this alive to Valencia.
Yeah, he's almost gone down, and that is game over. Sasaki was all in. He was going full send on the last lap. He has the massive moment. This one, though, is not over. Look at this battle between Onju and Alonso. This is playing into the hands, isn't it, though, of Jaume Masia. And Masia cuts such a tight defensive inside line on the brakes into turn 16. We come through the final corner, and is Jaume Masia going to take Moto3 world title glory from the top step of the podium? He's been the top man in Moto3. Huge congratulations. Jaume Masia is your 2023 Moto3 world champion, and what a race he wins to take the championship. He moves into an unassailable 28-point lead in the championship. It's dawning on Jaume Sasaki. He knows it is game over. What an incredibly dramatic Qatar Grand Prix. Huge congratulations.
But what a moment this must be. How must that feel for Jaume Masia, who takes the race victory, and with it, the 2023 Moto3 World Championship.